High card. Why are you trash? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fighting Couch Potatoes. I'm Liquid Gold Steve, and I'm here with Kadawfi Crush.
Hey, so I get a card that gives me a pistol.
That's a really nice whole horse right there. And MattMatt, the JoJo expert.
I'm not a JoJo expert, but why did you start the podcast like you're about to read Macbeth? High card doth proclaim to be the best show of the year, while ripping off every other show. That's how they become the best show of the year. It's like, you know what? Everything. We're going to throw a Kamehameha in there.
If they do throw a Kamehameha in there, I'll be surprised. But I mean, they straight up, okay, there's four animes that I can see automatically. Bungo Stray Dogs, I mean. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This isn't an anime, but it's Kingsman.
Kingsman will make a dope anime.
And God, what's the last? Gangsta. Nope, ain't Gangsta.
Gangsta, not Gangsta.
Is it sad to say this shit kind of remind me of Card Captor Sakura?
I don't know what that is.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Pokemon.
Really?
Pokemon,
It made you think of Yu-Gi-Oh?
This is not. I'm gonna go, man.
And Full Metal Alchemist.
Let me slow my face down. Liquid Gold. What is high card? Like for real, what is high card?
High card, from what I can see from the 3 episodes I watched, is based in somewhat of a place of England, like those high, like Scotland, England kind of places. There are I'm guessing a set of cards, because there's 52 that they know of. I bet there's going to be a 53rd that's like the best. This is a world.
The Joker.
This is a world, though. It's probably the Joker. All right. It's a set of cards that have magical powers. Every single one has a magical power on them. The card can only choose, or the card chooses the player that they pick. And you can only have one card. Unless you get it stole or snuck.
It's stole.
So in this little show we get ready to talk about, this one is a little show. High card. Essentially, you get to follow around some kid named Finn
Oldman.
And Finn Oldman. And Finn is an orphan, or used to be an orphan at an orphanage.
He's still an orphan. He was an orphan, I think he's a street bum.
He's a grown up now. Yeah, grown up ass orphan.
Orphan. The title orphan doesn't just go away.
Yeah,
after a certain age. I mean,
it does.
Not really, but
because now you're just a hobo.
Yeah,
like that. You choose.
He's evolving.
Anyway, but so we're following around this kid, and
who's a really good pickpocket.
He's a really good pickpocket. I like his jacket. A nice jacket.
I like how he
spoiled the show almost immediately with the jacket. Like at the end of the first episode when he pulls out the card with the gun.
Foreshadowing.
It spoiled the show.
It's spoiled.
Well, this is a JoJo ripoff. It spoiled the show.
Did it spoil the show?
Yeah.
So because of his jacket, because he gets the pistol in the second episode or 10th episode, whatever fucking episode.
Very first episode.
That spoiled the whole show. Now look,
I think so.
Now look, you're the spoiling champion around these parts.
Yeah.
You're the guy who likes to spoil shit.
Biggest spoiler of the show. Show sucks ass.
That is the biggest spoiler. Give it to me now. Hey!
I just want to say this. The beginning of the show started out really nice. How the girl kaboom, and then 150,000 fucking C4s just showed up, and she just said bang, and I was like, oh fuck.
Didn't that kind of remind you of old girl from Naruto with the paper bombs? What was her name again?
I'm not in this. Naruto sucks ass.
You know who I'm talking about?
I'm not saying it, man.
With the one that hang out with Pain. What's her name?
I know. I'm not saying it, man.
The butterflies and shit.
But she made paper mache butterflies and shit to blow up.
Right.
No,
and this
that motherfucker
made invisible C4 that blew up.
That's alchemy. That's Full Metal Alchemist.
That's Full Metal Alchemist.
So old girl had paper bombs that were in the ocean, and she used transformation jutsu to make it look like the river or the lake or whatever it was in, but it was actually paper bombs.
But y'all are still talking about Naruto. Let's clarify.
It's hard to tell with these two shows,
right?
Ha 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 ha. Anywho,
Anime the show.
But that was the beginning of the show.
So yeah, that was the beginning of the show when we end up getting to meet this dude Finn, and he winds up in like the Vegas equivalent to go gambling, and this is kind of where he gets into some bullshit. Now we only watched 3 episodes of this to kind of decide if we like the show or not, and for me personally, this is when the show told me if I was gonna like it or not. When we got introduced to the man with the lucky hands. Man had a set of gloves on.
Lucky Luckman.
Lucky Luckman.
The
Lucky Luckman.
Lunchman?
The
Is
Lucky
it Lunchman?
Lunchman.
Okay.
The Lucky Lunchman. He was Lucky Lunch Man. There we go.
He sounds like a Kaneko Man character.
Don't he? Don't he? Like,
when I saw that scene, I thought it was going to turn into Casino. Like, you know what I'm talking about with Casino? Where he smashed his hand and fucking broke it. I thought that shit was about to happen. I was like, damn, they don't play around in this thing. They did show Bobby Ball, who has a really funny name, but perfect name.
Bobby
Ball.
The fucking names in the first 3 episodes of this show, like, I feel like they went into an ad-lib generator and was just like, name.
Well, you only know 2 last
Chris.
names. But hold on.
Chris.
That's what I'm saying. You only have 2 last names. Finn Oldman and Bobby Ball. You don't know
Chris.
You don't know Chris's. You don't know.
I don't think he was
Finn.
talking about full names. I think he was just talking about names in general.
Oh, okay.
Finn.
But hold on, man.
Chris.
You got
Leo.
but you got to look at the place they're
VJ.
in.
Lucky.
But you got to look at what the place they're in.
Knicks.
But you got to look at the place they're set in.
Cool. Like, I feel like whoever
You're not gonna have
named them,
Japanese
I feel like
names
when
in
they
an
named
English-
them as a child, they're just gonna, they have to live up to that name apparently in the show. It's just like, you just so happen to have this card that makes you lucky. So we're gonna name you Lucky Lunchman.
I mean, there are people in the world named Lucky.
Are they lucky?
Who knows? But
Put down in the comments if your name is Lucky.
But their
Let
name
us
is-
know if you're lucky.
But some people have the name Lucky. I mean, some names are super plain, like Chris, Matt. They're
Chris.
very super plain names.
Fuck you.
Kevin.
Kevin.
You know,
Kevin.
very plain names.
Chris Redfield's only cool Chris.
Not true. But, So we wind up actually getting to meet some other people in the show that have other powers besides the man with the lucky hands. We
Hermit
don't really
Green.
get to know what fucking, what's his name? Finn does quite what his card does yet. But we get to see the man with the marble fingers.
I want a whole show
Bobby
about him.
Ball.
Now, the man with the marble fingers, my God, what a cool fucking, wow. So we got the lucky hand man and then the marble finger guy. And then the guy in the red suit shows up and we don't quite know what his jam is, but we know he don't seem to want to die.
The dude with the marbles reminded me of Josuke's friend in JoJo Part 4. Zahando! That guy. You know what I'm talking about? The dude had just he got the hand and he fucking and erases shit.
I don't remember that guy.
You don't remember that guy?
I don't remember that guy.
His name, Bruno. His name's, or not Bruno. The fuck is his name? He's got
Well, we ain't worried about
he's
JoJo.
got a dollar sign on him.
But we ain't worried about JoJo.
Honestly, I don't.
His name
I'm
is...
sorry.
All right. The guy with the marble hands is Bobby Ball. And Bobby Ball. And he doesn't make marbles out of his hands. He makes people
Transforms.
I didn't say he made anything out of. I said the marble fingers.
marble fingers.
He
It's
transforms
simply the
matter
marble
into
fingers.
Jazz
marbles.
hands.
Like he explodes people's bodies into marbles, books, cars,
Heads.
anything.
So pretty much he has the Midas touch.
He has Midas's
He has the
touch
marble touch.
with marble fingers.
Marbles.
That sucks.
He's kind of like Polka Dot Man.
Hey, Polka Dot Man real.
Polka Dot Man, real. But I mean, this kind of for the 3 episodes, we don't really get to see anybody else's talents. Not really. The chick with the fire fingers.
Lethal Scoville.
Is that,
That
what it's
was-
called?
That was she was a seven clubs.
Seven
of clubs.
Right.
And old boy was 7 of
and we also got to see the Rock, the Rock fella,
Rock and Rock.
Rock and Rock, the guy who looked like Tetsuo.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck is he so like?
He looked like Tetsuo. Real
Hey,
bad.
he was nice. Like I thought he was nice.
Was he?
If I had it, I would use that.
You would do the same thing he did.
Yep.
And then drown, and then
Probably.
get caught, and then snitch, and then yep. Don't give Steve magic
All right.
cards.
Leo, the last person we finally meet, has 7 of diamonds, and his stand or tarot card or power is never no dollars. That's exactly what it's called.
Money.
No, it's never no dollars.
I don't. What the fuck does Leo do? What does his thing do?
He can grab money. He can make money like an alchemist, an alchemist. And the equivalent of that money can make anything he wants. Money is like
The root of his evil.
So the way it works is the dude's rich, right? He's the manager of the whole car dealership that's
Right,
their front, right? And like it's really weird. This show's really fucking weird. He can take money and bundle it up, and whatever amount of money he has, he can turn it into something that is the equivalent of that amount of money, like buying it. So like he takes a whole bunch of money and makes a fucking bazooka.
which was nice.
I guess that's kind of cool. It's like a
You
Green
got
Lan-
it. That's
he's got
that's so useless if you're broke.
he's like if Scrooge McDuck was the Green Lantern.
Exactly.
All right, I can deal with that. All right.
Scrooge McDuck would never use that.
And he had the best suit. It was the last thing I saw. It was the best suit. He had a purple suit like royalty. That shit looked nice.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, you see Chris, he has the red, and then Finn has yellow. And like you can kind of see like they have different kind of like Chris has red, the 5 of hearts, so he has a red suit. I'm guessing they're kind of based off the style of the card they're wearing, the card they're holding. Because the girl had Hermit Green had green, the guy that can control vines out of his hands. He has a green suit. I can't remember what Wendy has
He
though.
doesn't have a green card though.
You could have.
And then the yellow, there's no yellow in the deck. And
Well, I was just making an assumption. goddammit.
I hear you, but you know, it falls apart as soon as you add somebody else's color to it. It falls right apart. I kind of want to really. I kind of want to just get this out. I just gotta get this out. With this show, I know we're kind of all over the place talking about what it could be, why. Again, we're doing a 3-episode review based off of off a 12-episode series so far.
Yeah, 12 episodes.
Something like that. And it seems like
just ended.
It seems like they do a lot of good story world building. They do a good job with that. The animations are good. The characters actually look good, even though I think Chris and Finn look soft. The characters all look really good.
Someone gets put in the walls of Jericho.
I like
That was a Boston crab. Get the fuck out of
That's
here.
the walls of Jericho.
I like the depth of color that they use. I like the animation style. I like seeing the little hair. It kind of looks like they put a lot of effort into making this look and feel the way you want it. When they did the little chase scene, that was pretty cool. I kind of felt like I was in a chase scene.
Which chase scene?
When the first episode, I think, when the Marble Finger Man came after. Yeah.
I thought the ending shot with them both holding guns on each other was a cool fucking shot.
Yeah, it was very cool. They tried to make everybody seem really cool. Like everybody in the whole show was just like super fucking cool, and they're, oh my god, you're so cool, blah. Which here lies my problem. Ain't none of these motherfuckers like cool like that. Like it makes it seem like everybody in here is just so super smart and sophisticated. They're all detectives or some shit, but they're
Leo's
not.
cool,
But they're not like all detectives or some shit. They kind of carry a personality like they're all Lupin the Third or I don't know. But then my real problem is the cards themselves. I like Lucky with his cards. I like the fact that he had a card that can make his hands lucky. And then I like the fact that Marble Finger Man had a card that could do marble fingers.
I don't think it was just Lucky's hands. I think it was just the showing.
It was Lucky.
I think he's actually lucky.
Yeah, but he has a set of gloves on.
No, he isn't lucky.
And He was lucky to the
Until he lost his car.
and then he fell on a gun and it went off somehow.
because he lost his. All that bad luck was just waiting to blow his ass up, just waiting to get him,
Back pay on luck.
You ever seen Supernatural with the fucking rabbit's foot?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have seen Supernatural.
Well, I'm talking about with the rabbit's foot.
I know
That's
what you're talking about.
So the problem here again, what I was getting to was I didn't really care for Chris's power, but it is what it is. Chris's power was immortality. It was not immortality and ladies' man. Chris is a fucking ladies' man. He showed that the very next scene after he said that because he had like condom or whatever in the car. Earring.
It was earring.
He had the earring in the car, and then like the next time you see him, he's talking to a chick. He doesn't have his gloves on because he doesn't have his card activated. He's a ladies' man. He's just an immortal ladies' man when he wears the hands, the card.
Calories high.
Calories high, which I think is a stupid fucking name for his. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's stupid. But then we end up with like seeing that the chick with the sword. We see the chick with the sword, and we know her card gives her a sword. Little samurai girl, I guess. But then we also see that our main character finally gets to activate his card. And like finally, it's like, oh my God, he's gonna activate his little card, and we're gonna see what kind of cool power, unique thing he gets. And he gets a pistol.
Snub rose.
He get a little pistol.
He's whole horse.
And like it's not even a pistol. No, because whole horse, his fucking bullets were like magic and they did work. This guy's bullets are regular bullets, but they come out of magic thin air. Like what a garbage fucking like from that point forward, I could care less to follow that character. I could give a shit less about him or his friends. I didn't like
he
the
has
chick
unlimited ammo.
And then we had the chick with the fire hands and the unlimited ammo, but the bullets don't do dick. Like I got a BB gun stronger than his gun.
I think his powers not only the I think his powers are not only the gun, because you kind of see that he kind of focuses in. I think he has like a sniper eye.
Oh, I think he has I think he has aimbot and unlimited ammo. Honestly, I think he has aimbot and unlimited ammo.
But it's a snub nose 38.
Because like, every time he shoots, he don't miss shit. That kid don't miss a damn thing.
He's Deadeye.
Or
Deadshot.
No, he's got an aimbot. And he's got a Sharingan and an aimbot and unlimited ammo and the 7 Dragon Balls, but the gun garbage. But
and
the gun
and a quart.
Now him, he thinks he's cooler than what he is. You know, he runs out there with his little raggy gun fighting against the Rock Man. How many times you gonna shoot the Rock Man?
Right?
This ain't doing nothing.
Like, really?
Maybe if I do it this time, it'll work.
It's just garbage.
But like,
I just didn't like it looked like, from what I could tell in the first 3 episodes, that their ideas of what these cards can do were very limited. Like, they probably had 3 ideas and was like, shit. All right, get that bitch fire hands, get that one a sword because she's cute, and get this dude a gun because haha. And I kind of don't give a shit to find out what anybody else has. Like the money, the Scrooge McDuck guy, that's kind of cool, I guess. What if I snatched his wallet?
You don't have it comes out of thin. It's the fucking.
No, he had that money delivered, dude. He's just rich.
He's just rich.
Like if he goes broke, useless.
So yeah, like what if I snatched his wallet? How does that card work then?
Because he has millions and millions of dollars.
Like it just didn't go where I thought it was gonna go, and the show itself, like I'm not mad at it. I'm not disappointed. I'm just not gonna revisit it. I could care less.
Sound like a final thought.
It really does. There's not a lot to fucking make fun of or talk good about the show because it's like, it was watching the show. It was like, oh, this is going to be fun, and it was like, oh, not fun.
No, they brought a lot of tropes in from different anime.
They're doing a lot all at the same time.
Like what?
Like
throw some shit out there.
Trying to make So first off, like we were saying, you got the Kingsman thing going on because they're like car salesmen, but on the side, they're on the
side they're car salesmen.
Well, their front is their car salesman, and that's the thing is like the police know that shit's going on. Just
Who do
like
they work
Kingsman.
for?
Fucking
King Julian.
Oh, they work for the king
Julian?
They work for the king of their country.
Julius Forland.
Oh,
that's what that they say. He's under him. I don't believe they're actual like. They have an owner that they talk to, His name, Master
Leo's dad.
Theodore. Master Theodore.
Yeah, Master Theodore. Which
He's the guy.
He looks like damn what's his face from Cyberpunk. The fuck is the dude the only other guy who survived David's crew besides Lucy. Who was it?
Oh, God
fuck is
damn
his
it.
name? That's who he looked
The
like.
driver.
Talking about
God.
yeah, the butler man.
What's his fucking
I know
name?
you're talking about, but
Okay,
but go back to this. Like, what tropes are we pulling from other shows that y'all have observed? I'm just trying. I'm trying to
First
put a
off-
tally of bullshit these
first
mofos
off-
doing.
First off, stands immediately.
it's
Like
not
the
stands
names,
though.
the names alone was like that's a stand. That's a fucking
You
stand.
can count it as a tarot card. Like it's like if you really think about it, it's more of a tarot card that they get power from.
So you're telling me,
But
that
yes, it's still
certain
stand.
people throughout the world, right, have specific abilities that are very consequential. That's a word. Like these certain things have to happen for them to be able to use their abilities in this certain way to be effective at all times, right?
They just had to say play.
No, they
Well, no. I'm saying
that and at the Bernard, the fucking butler man, explained that the card chooses them.
yeah, that sounds like a stand to me.
All right. I still say they're tarot cards, Matthew, because do you see a motherfucker stand beside them?
Hold tight. A lot of times those stands were given to people with the arrow. Like there's rarely people were actually born with a stand.
Steve don't know about that.
But Matt, is there a Star Platinum right beside a motherfucker?
We ain't seen all the cards.
I think Matthew is onto something though, because like okay, there's no stands standing
Yes.
beside these people, right?
But
Okay,
it's the
no.
tarot card that
But
was
it's
at the thing.
It's the way they got the power up. It may not be exactly the same one for one as JoJo, but it's very reminiscent of just like all right, a JoJo. It kind
Who's
of
the player?
It feels kind of tropey. Like okay, well suddenly I have this card that gave me these amazing powers, and it's like okay. Kind of, it's not JoJo exactly again because with
It's Bungo
JoJo,
Straw Dogs.
because with JoJo they had
Straight
to earn
ups.
it. They had to earn the powers, and like if they got shot with the arrow, like it depended if they were able to survive that shit or not. Kind of like how Yusuke took on Genkai's power.
Their willpower.
Like you had to survive that shit before you just got magic powers. Versus these people, which they mentioned, the guy with Rock and Rock, he was given that card. That card didn't find him. He wasn't born with it. He didn't just. It was given to him, and he was still able to use it. With JoJo, you can't just use somebody else's stand unless your name is JoJo.
All right, another trope, Bungo
It's a
Straw
world.
Dogs. Stray Dogs.
The world.
that
They know
that's
that.
different.
Ain't
That's
no
different.
dad.
Hold
That's
on,
different.
man.
He
That is
snatched
different.
the world from him, bro.
He did not snatch the world from him.
we
He
talk-
just had the world. and
We're
didn't know.
not talking about JoJo. We're
Not
talking
yet. That's a later
about
episode.
talking about High Card.
We're gonna have that
The
conversation one
the
day.
trope-filled fucking anime.
So what other tropes did y'all find?
Bungo Stray Dogs. But
Huh.
there's a lot of orphan fucking. I bet there's a lot of orphan anime around.
Naruto's an orphan. I mean, Baki was kind of an orphan.
Tiger Mask was orphan.
Tiger Mask was an orphan.
Baki is not an orphan.
But
He's a
it
half
reminded
orphan
me
because of his
way
dad.
too much of Bungo Stray Dogs. How like he acted, like Bungo Stray Dogs. The dude wasn't like a petty thief. He wasn't like snatching persons and shit. But that motherfucker was like on the street about to die.
He
Yeah,
used
he was-
hey,
he
he
was
used
living
a
rough.
dog. He used a dog to steal what? 2 cell phones,
A fake ass,
a fake watch.
a fake Rolex. He thought it was,
It was a Kinglex. I
and
should have said Kinglex.
I think
It just kind of feels like the show is formulaic. Like they know what works, and this is what works. It's got to be pretty.
I bet the motherfuckers
Demon Slayer.
enjoyed it.
It's got to be pretty. Who gives a shit about the context of the fist fights? My hero. All we need is say something. My hero's gorgeous at the fist fights, but are they actually fighting?
Yup.
Are they?
Yes.
Watch
Are
the,
they?
Watch the overall fight.
Watch the overall
Are
fight.
they?
Yes.
Oh, so one fight they actually fought.
All
but the,
Might.
but
Watch-
the rest
watch-
of
put hands
but,
on
watch-
Nomu.
but the
watch
other
the Nomu.
Aizawa put
the other
hands on
40
other
fights I've
motherfuckers.
seen of fucking My Hero, It ends
Watch
with
the show.
with one big punch.
Watch-
Hold on.
Shoot.
Did you watch Stain?
I don't know.
Staying real.
I don't know what the stain is.
Stain actually made.
I don't know what a stain is, but what I do know is that when they decide to show off something gorgeous, they can make it gorgeous, but the fist fight lacks weight.
Unless you're Bakugo, you don't end it with a fucking.
the
Use
fist
a
fight
fist.
lacks weight in My Hero, and it feels like in this same show the fist fights lack weight, like the battles lack weight, like it doesn't really.
Well, it is also the third episode of 12
That doesn't mean there
episodes.
shouldn't be weight in a fist fight. That doesn't mean the fist fight shouldn't feel real and visceral.
The Bobby
doesn't-
Ball was all right.
The Bobby Ball was doing great. He was on his shit.
The
And they killed him.
Rock
It was honest to goodness.
was a car
Everything
chase.
else was garbage. The fire chick hand woman, rock, garbage.
I didn't like how they brought him back to the lair to do like pray to the fire and then finally say they're gonna kill him and then ask, who the fuck is that guy?
It didn't matter. I mean, it was a whack sequence, but it was enough to. Again, it was colorful enough, vibrant enough. The characters looked good enough. Like we're scratching off the list of things that these new anime do that try to drag you in, and it's like you're just using the same list of somebody else's show. You're not giving me something original, not something really new. It's like not even a new concept, because we could sit here and argue about why it's like fucking JoJo, or I could sit here and argue about why it's like Card Captor Sakura or Yu-Gi-Oh or any other card based anime I've ever seen in my life. Like it's not fun.
Like, how do you make it? You like, okay, I get JoJo, but you gotta explain about the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, because
Yu-Gi-Oh. All
like
right, so cool. We have cards that essentially are our protectors that give us power, right? Real simple. There you are. I mean, that's it. I mean, okay. And we have a young kid with the best power and like a transformation ability, like when Yugi turns into Yu-Gi-Oh. But I mean, it's not 100% the same, because Yugi and Yu-Gi-Oh are two different people, and one just takes over his body. But it's just like a transformation that makes the kid feels like he's fucking jacked up. And he goes running out there with his little garbage ass pistol.
they don't get a lot of cards. They only get one.
He gets one card, but I mean, it's card battle thing I'm talking about. Like in general, the card based. Now, if this show would have been Uno cards instead of fucking
Oh my
bicycle
God.
cards,
Oh my
Put a reverse card on that bitch.
I think we would have had something on our hands.
Put a reverse card on that bitch.
Because like
Get the 4+.
they would have been forced to be more creative. They would have been forced to be more creative to use if they.
Someone make
Why
an
did-
Uno
why did they
anime
make-
for the love of God. Make
Why
it to
did-
the death.
Why did you have to make it feel like Kingsman? Like, it just felt.
Because it is. Dude, the fucking, when he's like outside the damn, when he gets a suit, right? And you look in the window, what's the fucking place called? Wizardsman. What's the font they use? Kingsman's font. That is a Kingsman clothing shop. That's the whole story of Kingsman, is they do tailored clothes, and then they're also the Secret Service.
I don't like how his suit kind of like pea yellow, but if it was
His
like,
suit looked weird. Like, he had, like, black on it for some reason.
I think Chris and Finn's suit look all right. Like, I'd probably take Finn's suit over Chris's.
Every time you say Chris, I can only think of Albert
It had
Wesker.
to be more. Had to be more gold, because that pea yellow ain't hitting it.
I didn't like neither one of their suits. I like Finn's jacket.
Finn with the jacket.
Finn had a nice jacket. It was a very nice jacket. This show, this is what I was going to say a minute ago. Kingsman and Cyberpunk. We essentially have the same idea. We have a kid getting involved in some bullshit and then being forced into a gang.
So Kingsman.
Cyberpunk, and what is this called again?
Honestly, it's
High
just,
card. Like, it's like the same setup. Like, I know that this happens, and it's a trope that's not commonly used so much, but in this particular case, it's like, well, damn, just go ahead and use the same trope. It worked. It worked the first time. We got a kid with a cool jacket, forced into a gang to do some gangster shit,
And he's already a
Hey,
fucking
look.
hand-to-hand
right,
combatant.
and he's already super fucking amazing at everything he does.
They took Naruto and made Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So-
He's just like dude from Jujutsu Kaisen. Like,
Is that-
got the hands already.
Is that
yeah.
how Kaisen works?
Yeah, dude's got the hands almost immediately.
Because Naruto had to earn his hands. That's why we love Naruto.
Maybe that's because it's a shonen.
Now, Naruto later didn't have to earn so much. But anyway,
No, we're not talking about
we'll
Naruto.
get to that later.
Eventually.
Well, do you want to kick this horse or dog anymore?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I would love to. I would actually love to because I'm still dissecting what the other tropes are and why this show's garbage. Because I don't want to just say it sucks because I don't like it. Because again, on the surface, it's a good show. On the surface, it's actually a good show. It checks all the boxes. Looks good, feels good, has good music, has a great. I love the outro to it because the characters all in the car singing. And I actually didn't watch the outro till after I watched the third episode, which I'm happy about because I didn't know about that blonde-headed kid, and that would have spoiled it for me.
It's for me when I'm watching the show. It feels like a lot of new anime nowadays. It's like I've seen this. I've seen this before.
It's like everything you've ever seen at one time.
Like I want it to be. Maybe it's one of those shows that's like you got to watch the rest of it for it to be better. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll still watch it.
I
I'll watch
have
the
my
rest of
3-episode rule for a reason because of a little show called Chrome Shelled Helios. Yeah.
Shows like Gangsta.
No.
Gangsta was Gangsta.
I'll watch Gangsta again.
But we
If
didn't get the
Gangsta
12th
ever has
episode.
a second season,
I need a 12th episode before I get a second
right
season.
now, give me that motherfucker right
We
now.
ain't never gonna get it. They gonna do us like that. But this show, this ain't it for me. This ain't one I would have picked to watch, and it's not one I'm gonna stick around to watch. I don't. This ain't it for me.
I'll finish it tonight.
You know
I'll see
how
trash
you know how
it is.
predictable the show was for real. As soon as I saw like the guy with the marbles, right? Like I started to understand how the cards work. It's like, oh, they get these gloves, they get them special powers. Like my first thought was, there's a guy out there who has like, super strength and super hands. Next episode, rock guy.
Yep.
Immediately, and like he wasn't even want. See, here's the thing: is I wanted that guy, not that guy particularly. I wanted a guy like that on our team. I wanted a guy who all he does is throw hands, like fucking puts on the gloves, fucking ready to go. And then we got Rock Guy.
I would have liked if Rock Guy actually knew how to fight and versus just be big and strong.
Yeah, and get tossed around and
He was
shit.
garbage. Like how did the immortal guy drown him?
He
drove a car into the river.
He did drive a car into the river.
Okay, but the guy's bullet car tank proof.
He's not.
I
super
did
strong.
like how he started his activation and the guy broke his neck. Like,
Yeah.
punched him so hard he broke his neck. He's like, I'm not gonna die just when I just come back. I'm not gonna die from drowning when I just came back.
I know, but I don't know. I just don't understand how he held him down. Like if that guy was that kind of strong and durable, how did he?
And then fished his ass out the river and arrested his ass.
Right, like
He's dead. He should have been dead.
I think it's cool they can only use one card. Of course, there's going to be some guy who figures out how to use all 52 cards at the same time.
But you activated my trap card.
Something weird like that. Steve, when you finish it, let us know if it was worth it or not. I'm gonna say no. Matt,
I will come back to it later. I gotta watch Trigun.
Matt lying. He ain't never gonna come back.
I'm
to
never
it.
coming back.
He ain't never come back. Just tell the truth. You coming back or no?
Yeah.
So what you want, Matthew, from Rock and Rock is Major Armstrong.
You damn right I want Major Armstrong. That boy real.
What's the boy's name from Cyberpunk? With the big arms?
Maine.
Maine. That's what you wanted?
Maine was a homie.
We already had Maine.
Maine was a homie.
We didn't need Rock and
Maine
Rock.
was a homie.
I'm glad we didn't get Rock and Rock with his garbage ass.
Maine was a homie until David got real.
I'll finish it.
What do you think about it so far right now? Like based off your 3-episode review, rank 1 to 10. 10 being the best.
0.
Matt said 0. What do you think, Steve?
I'm going last.
Steve, I literally asked you.
I'm going last.
You can't go last because I asked the question.
All right, I'm asking a question from you. What do you rank?
He just hit you with the Uno reverse card. Oh God. We're making the show. Let's
You know
go.
what? You know what, Steve? Draw 4.
Oh!
Draw 2, bitch.
Draw 2!
That's how I feel about the show. It'd be more fun to pretend to play Uno.
8.
6.
8?
6.
Nani?
Bring a second season.
A second? If you can't get past the first 3 episodes, how the fuck I'm gonna watch a second season?
Exactly.
6. I'm gonna give the
And-
4th
okay.
episode try because I want to see what's up with the samurai bitch. And that's it.
I want to see what's up with Moneybags.
I don't give a fuck about Moneybags.
Samurai
Moneybags
Hey,
is
what-
literally Batman.
what
Take
if
away
he-
the money,
hey.
nothing.
What if old boy gets like a Beretta next? Like what if like he levels up?
He levels up. So? Samurai
If he
Girl.
levels up, then it's like Pokemon. And
Look.
that makes the fucking problem worse.
Hey, tell me if I'm wrong tomorrow. Samurai Girl's gonna be quiet, closed off, and have a dark past that started as like an early child. Maybe her learning how to use the sword. And then she got found.
Dude, that's probably it.
And then she
That's
got-
probably it right
And then she
there.
got found by the Kingsman Brigade.
You know what?
And then wait. And I'm gonna throw this one in here. There's a little bonus. I bet she's in love with VJ, the guy with the green shit,
The green suit.
the guy with the asparagus powers.
Spurgus.
Hermit Green.
Hermit Green. Made in heaven.
All right. So, anybody else have anything else to shit on this thing?
No, I don't think so. I think we kind of
Kadawfi?
El Garbaggio.
Matt?
I think we beat this horse to death.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Liquid Gold Steve, and this has
I have
been
been-
High Card.
Wait, get the defibrillator. Welcome to Kadawfi Crushes. Just saying. High card fucking sucks. This has been Kadawfi Crushes. Just saying.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to the Fighting Couch Potatoes. I've been Liquid Gold Steve, your gracious host, and Kadawfi Crush has a few messages at the end. Thank you.
After these messages.
Take your vitamins, drink
We'll
your
be
milk, and
right
say your
back.
prayers.
Guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to check us at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, and YouTube, all at The Fighting Couch Potatoes.
Leave a comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a stranger, especially strangers. Don't talk to strangers, children. If you're a child under 12, you probably shouldn't be listening to this.
And you stay classy. And thanks for stopping by.